Okay, so let us get talking. We collected a whole bunch of stuff. Oria, need nothing. Cosmin, can we upgrade? Not yet. Okay, okay. Pet the pack animal, of course, of course. 3 times a day, mandatory. Excuse me. Where is Lane? Dom. Oh yeah, new flame power. Use Harvest Strand to unlock a new power. Fragile Molten Barrage Resonance. Power unlocked. Molten Barrage. Magically inscribe a line of runes on any surface. They will rapidly emit balls of flame in random directions, huh? That seems insane. I'm like, this entire area, just like, set it on fire. Just blow everything up. Interesting. Ark of the Forge. Track down and harvest an Ark of the Forge to collect another Molten Barrage strand. Arks of the Forge have surprisingly strong patterns. If I want to deepen my ability to channel their strands, I'll need to harvest from one of these massive smiths rather than just defeating it. I've done that. Pushing and melding my magic into the pattern of the arcs always feels unnatural, and yet it proves as effective as any wild creature. Rakim, no talking, I understand it. Sebastian, no talking with you. Sola, oh yeah, we can craft. What I have like a shit ton of. Here you go, put some steel in there. A conduit reinforced by glass steel secretion. Sola suspects Sev will use it for loom gate repair.
Sev is repairing a loom gate again, is he? I know this design.
Wait, really?
Doesn't it look familiar? Just like that seal we used to repair the loom gate in Glintwood Hollow.
Oh,
Huh. I guess so. Though that one didn't need me to take out a glass tail.
that is true.
I was a little green for that when we first arrived.
We all knew you had what it takes. Sev certainly believed in you, and still does.
Well, that's good.
Just like I'm choosing to believe in him.
Whatever he's trying to do. Yeah, we have Flame Two-Hander. That looks sick. Searing Cyclone. And then Fracture Great Helm. Bonus Cold Resistance. Fracture Long-Fouled. That looks sick as hell, by the way. Fracture Hand Spurs. And Fracture Greave. That can be Iceman. The Hearth Guard is armor. This is gold. And then obviously we have a good old Tarmakind for heat. Question. Yeah, we have this now. Stenik. High King of Taza's personal Azure Guard. Famously armor themselves in distinct alloy. Cold Resist. Arc of Wintertide. We do not have Arc of Wintertide. We have Sovereign Enthrium, which is the best. This is not as good. Still golden though. No, that's gotta count for something. Yeah, see, it's still better than whatever. Put that in there. Reforge it with Stenik instead of Serenite. Whatever you want to say, it is gold. There you go. Put some Stenik in there. Ooh, you can put some Drake scales in this bad boy. You can put in some Emerald Lucians, so some Void Ambers. We're replacing a refined Serenite. So purified Serenite is this. The pinnacle of the smith's art often relies on equally talented alchemists. Cheat resist. Arc of the Forge. Just use Stenik instead.
Worse than materials, I'd say.
Dharmakind Menace. It is now all gold all the time. Our graves will also be replaced with some Stenik in there. There you go. Enthrium and linen we do not have. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Okay. But now we're a bit of silver on us. Need of assistance.
Hello, hello. We're fixing loom gates, are we?
Hmm?
What? Wait. Who told you?
You just did.
Hmm.
But it was an educated guess from what you designed. Is this what the eye has you working on?
I... You know I can't say. And honestly, I don't really know more than beyond the fact that there's a broken gate.
No, there is a broken gate.
I could do better work if I knew more, of course, but sometimes we have to fix things in the dark. Just the way of it.
Hmm.
My dad would tell you that's a great way to lose a hand.
You're just not seeing the whole picture. I'm sorry. I don't see it all either, but I've decided to trust that the head of the Enclave does.
Huh.
I get it, big guy. Still, if he tells you more, just let us know if it's anything dangerous, okay?
Yeah.
I promise. You trusted me to tackle this task without enough details. I can do the same for the Eye. For now, at any rate.
Yeah, for now.
If things get dangerous, you'll be the first to know. Thanks again.
No problem, bud. A need of assistance is completed. No more assistance needed. Alright. Where is... Oh, she is. She's just in the chair. I didn't see her. Codex compiling. The Axel's Council. There's a maxim, seemingly universal among the Meda tradespeople. Flow is smooth and smooth is fast. From the evidence we've recovered, it's clear the Axel's Council, now defunct, was in place to ensure that things remained smooth. Sadly, smooth for the members of the Axel's Council seemed to be the goal more than smooth for everyone. The positions were highly coveted, and most Axels used the seats as a bargaining chip with which to curry favor. The size of the council changed multiple times over the years, with the dynamic pressures of various powerful groups in the trades demanding more. The natural urge of power to centralize, however, would shrink the council again, with the weakest members being pushed to the fringes. Like most things in the Enclave, the council came with trade-offs. It seems to have diffused certain disputes, allowed for smoother distribution of goods and so on, but engendered just as many rivalries, backstabs, and hostile actions fixed between the guilds as it fixed. Of note, though, one unifying point in the latter records we found was regarding a little-known group known as the Norians, who were universally disliked by council members. A group of jumped-up Tazan worms stand out as an emblematic sentiment. The chief complaint put forward was that these Norians, who seemed not to work in the magical specialties, had entered the Enclave on the Spindle's behest and operated outside the Axel or this council's purview. Guild of Crafters. The Enclave's founders were ideologically split into two loose and informal factions: the idealists, who believed that they could solve all the world's problems with magic, and the pragmatists, who took a more grounded view towards the struggles of eking out a living in the hostile environment they had made their home. It is from this latter faction that the Crafters Guild, sometimes referred to as the Axel's Mandate, was born. Utilizing some of the Meda's greatest engineering talent, they quickly established themselves as an inarguably useful resource to be drawn on, and accumulated political power accordingly. Before long, the head of the Crafters Guild was given a formal role in the government. Holding the title of the Axel, they were to represent all practitioners of the mundane arts, in a position somewhat opposed or mirrored, depending on their relationship, to the Enchanters Guild counterpart, the Spindle. This necessarily meant that the scope of the Axel's duties was somewhat larger at times than the Spindle's, with the Axel required to liaise with farmers, artisans, smiths, engineers, and everyone in between. With regards to more specific operational requirements, all of the artisans who worked in non-magical fields were required to belong to the guild in order to work in the Enclave. The membership fees were nominal, but beyond a certain amount of success, each member was required to pay a larger tariff to the guild. In practice, the fees were to be used to help the smaller artisans a lift in their business, but significant evidence gathered by our point suggests that funds were more often funneled back to the major players. Records show that these guilds continued operating at least for some time after the surge, though the limited evidence we have points to significant supply shortages that would frequently cripple production. Archon patterns. Conventional Weaver wisdom holds that strands only form in living creatures capable of great feats of magic. By harvesting them, we combine their magical potential with our own to create a strand that can be woven into our mantles or into any manner of magical devices. We call the latter progress enchanting, and the result of this process is a fixed, unchanging channel through which to transmute our magic into a predictable effect. That makes sense. As such, it came as a considerable surprise to our band when our point was able to open a locus and successfully harvest a strand from an archon. To emphasize for those unfamiliar with the specifics of weaving, this should not, under any circumstances, be possible, and yet it is. While the finer details elude us, documents recovered from the archon's hearths, the birthplace of all extant arcs, confirm that the unique mineral called coral is a key part of their internal structure. It seems that this unique, highly magical, and seemingly alive material has somehow absorbed or incorporated the Ark's complex weave of enchantments into itself, arguably becoming its own new form of life. This creates a strand and allows a skilled and brave point to harvest it. Obviously, the consequences of this discovery are far reaching. This, combined with the Ark's seeming ability to determine their own choices, implies a level of possible sentience that had not been considered possible by any Enclave research we have found. Indeed, it calls into question the nature of life itself. Remaining questions include whether the Enclave's enchanters were aware this could happen and to what degree the Enclave's unique magic rich environment contributed to this. One is led to wonder whether new forms of life are entering our world elsewhere, or even here in this shattered land. Ark of the Forge. The Ark of the Forge. How to best describe this behemoth? The gargantuan construct seems to be the source of the massive armor and weapons wielded by other arcs. Its most prominent feature, besides its great hammer, is its curved horns, deeply reminiscent of a ram. The touch leads one to wonder what prompted its designers to style its appearance so. An homage to a famous smith, perhaps, or they may have simply felt that the horn suited the ark's broad frame. Between Oria's observations of Brynn's defeat of the ark and Dam's research on the recovered strand, we are led to believe that the locus of its power is located under the heavy protective pauldron on his shoulder. No mere decoration that. The locus seems to feed energy directly into the ark's hammer, however, so it will be the key to extinguish those flames in order to make the locus manifest strongly enough for Brynn to have any chance at harvesting it. An additional note, after a rampage, the ark seems to need to vent heat through cores that appear on its hammer. Our band's working theory is that damaging all of them should snuff out the hammer's flame and redirect its magic to manifest a locus. Yep.
Hey, Seth? What's your back with Kenrick Stanholt? He's slick.
From what I can tell, he wants to help the Enclave as much as anyone.
Then why is he only starting now, after 2 decades of stagnant leadership?
He didn't have the means before.
Uh-huh. Right. Hey, look at her enchanted hammers, by the way. Just noticed them. Look at that. The hammer is on fire. The shield is floating, by the way. That's nice, I guess. Anything new with any of you? No. Go to Archon's Hearth at night, destroy Searchborn, explore Searchborn Hive, search for fragments, Dorian order in the Institute. On the search the yard in the Bastion, search Rovers, search Officer's Gate in the Bastion, yard in the Bastion, and track down and harvest an Ark of the Forge again. Alright. Ark of Living Flame, Benning Glasstail, Vine and Sledgeworm, Ark of Stricken Earth, the Bastion. Cassadin's Hold, Ark of the Forge, of course. So there's always going to be Ark of the Forge here, I guess. And then Cassadin's Hold. For now, we'll head over there. Our new blue plate, using some of the more potent golden materials that we have, or common ones anyway. Not harvested from creatures, but... Oh, hey, you're weaving. Hello, Spindle.
You know, our lawkeeper would love to meet with some of the populace.
She would.
They could record some oral histories. There must be thousands of stories of surviving the surge.
I'm sure your band is curious about our Hearthsiders, but that's out of the question.
That says no.
Can I ask why?
Eye's orders. Your Weaver band is to be kept isolated from the populace. He believes that your presence would be disruptive to everyday life.
Uh-huh.
I don't agree entirely, but you must understand this is a precarious situation.
Right.
Even the scouts are isolated. Word from outside Cassidon's has caused panic in the past.
Well, this is the solution.
Shame, but I understand.
Nothing going on with the Axo. Eyes just chilling. Alright. Off we go then. So, we could head out to the Institute. And you know what? I will. Enchanter's Way, Dissolution Chamber, Expansion Cavern 36, Ramos Canal, Western Circuit of Musing, Eastern Circuit of Musing, Condensing Chamber, Dark Water Cistern. It's quite an area. Like mother, like daughter. Sharia Harpin is renowned as a daughter Oria in Weaver circles. Sharia Hapene. Yo, this is cool. The Institute. That's not so cool. Innovation and secrecy. Oh, I was not supposed to go here, was I? Yeah, I have other things to do. Wait a minute. But I'll watch the cinematic. Lots of leaking magic. Iced up loom gate. I see. I see. Lots of invisible beasts and Archon. Frost one, I believe. He's a frosty boy.
Welcome to the Institute.
Arc of the Wintertide.
Every one of those constructs you've been beating on was conceived in these halls.
Imagine standing among those weavers in the Enclave's prime, fearlessly pushing the boundaries of enchanting.
Well, they broke everything too. Literally everything. So, they weren't that fantastic.
Alright, but before I do this, let's look at Arc of the Wintertide. Defeat the Arc of the Wintertide, patrolling the Institute to collect a strand of its power. The Arc of the Wintertide was said to be key to some of the more hazardous operations around the Enclave. Its ability to regrow protective sheets of ice made it perfect for working in hot environments. The point could use something like that in her arsenal, and if it has developed a pattern like the Arc of the Stricken Earth, I should be able to weave a strand from it into my mantle if I can defeat it. We're going into the Bastion first, I'm sorry. Officer's Gate. What are we trying to search? Officer's Gate. Okay, well. That is exactly where I'm going to end up, so that's perfect. Dodging just before landing from a far height will cause me to roll into the impact, significantly reducing the damage from the fall. I should do that. I don't even know. Nope.
Lane said to look for regiment records.
Alright, Lane. Oh, we should try this. Molten Barrage. Inscribes the world with short-lived flame runes that eject randomly targeted balls of explosive flame. Chaotic and effective as most flame strands tend to be. Control to prepare and then hold to conjure. I'm not very fire resistant anymore. Okay, usually we just use there you go. Golden ass. Yeah, I like my flame breath more.
These
Regiment
are regiment
records.
records Lane asked for.
A set of
My father
regiment.
told me
No.
stories about how instrumental the Oberon were in the wars for Carnhaven's independence. They would glide behind enemy lines and strike with precision.
Right. Races. Oban and the Enclave. A set of regiment records for the Enclave's military service. A list of vendors who had stalls in Denver Market. Census records for the Spire for Enclave's population. And now that I have all of that. Okay. But a matter of export. Search the yard in the bastion. Is this way. Okay. Okay, buddy. I don't know why you have a freaking pot on your back. You're supposed to be harvesting. I'll take your lust, Aviv. Get this out of the way. It'll be useful for our escape. Oh, hey, bud. Oh god, you guys are just gonna exist now. Okay. Aha. Okay, some flames.
A detailed
Analysis
list
of
of all
power.
scries exported from the Enclave. Some marked pending.
Perfect for cross-referencing in our little hunt.
Search rovers get load in Everon. Island Ice Claw. Ouchie. Hey, come back, come back, come back. What the frick, bro? Okay, one wing down. Okay. 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 Let's fly, buddy. Okay. Ice Claw full grain. Love burning them to death. Oh, come on. Why won't you die, bro? There you go. Vernal shell. Okay, let me out of this gate. Okay. Do love when the flash freeze. It just immediately freeze. That's fun. Okay. Now that we have done all of this, we have Drover's Gate in Lower Denevron. Head over there real quick. Lower Denevron. Also a flash freeze. Drover's Gate. Might as well go to Broken Arch. And there is an arc or something over there. We'll murder it. And if I go into an area, that's what I'm going to do now. If I go into an area, I'm going to go murder whatever the hell is over there. Okay, they don't deserve to live. You're done for, buddy. Alright. Are you just a stricken earth? You are a stricken earth. Hey, buddy. Okay. Okay. Just breaking all the parts that can be broken. Ow. Okay. Okay. No more striking the earth for you, my friend. I need your sovereign enthrium. Yeah, I'm gonna need that sovereign enthrium, by the way. Double bend leather. That too. Alright. Mashed him up. Oh, here's the gate. Right, I remember in here. Caravan Central. Okay.
Detailed
Caravan
maps
logs.
of every caravan to move in and out of the city.
Comings and goings
Before
of
the
the buying
surge,
and
the
selling.
Enclave was a trade hub. This is one part of why they were so successful. Lane and I should be able to parse them quickly enough. See if any scries were due to go out.
Okay. And that is magical exports. We still need one more. A detailed analysis by our experienced eye. Quarter mastery. Analysis of power, relative magical capacity for each nation of the Maida. The Enclave stands above. Caravan logs. The coming and goings of the buying and the selling. It's loud. I think it's just a wall though. Yeah, I think it is just a wall. There was a time when you were dangerous. That time has passed. Alright. Go to Archon's Hearth, Caravan, whatever. Norian Order in the Institute. Earn the Axel's Trust. Compile. Defeat. Okay. I think we are ready to go back. Back to the Institute. We have done whatever we could out here. Accumulated leather. Okay, to the Bastion. Nope, sorry, to the Institute. That is where the rest of our stuff is located. Lane's alchemical files available after upgrading their station can add strong resistance. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I never used them. Permite.
This passage must be the
Enchanter's
Way.
Way. Yes. Rocks seem to be falling from Enchanter's Way. Oh, and there's something there too. Now we'll start by going this way. Okay. What do we got? Staffing logs. Scrupulously bound, yet several pages are torn out. Why? The surge. Telling me we had to learn about the surge here. Nameless hosts wrist guards. Do love myself some nameless hosts. Region discovered the Ramanosis Canal.
The Ramanos Canal. Named, of course, for Arden's right-hand woman, Diane Ramanos.
Okay. Cool, I guess. Holy crap. Well, that set off a rather spectacular chain reaction, I think. Chill Feather Weave. How the hell did I get a Chill Feather Weave from that? In what was the Chill Feather Weave located? Alright. Okay. Eh. Climb our way back up. Go. Brought the ice to her. If you want ice, then you will get ice. I don't know if this noise is just magic getting spat out or if it is actually something horrible. Or it is something horrible, sorry. Something valuable making the noise. Because valuable shit makes noise too, but then so does magic. Very annoying to tell the two apart. Eh, they just randomly drop chill feather weaves, bro. One of them killed a. Okay, that's kinda incredible. Abandoned drop. Carefully gathered and likely left behind when Asylum was activated. The Institute. Upper Denevron and Archon's Hurt still has one location. Yeah, sorry about the raging inferno I just unleashed. Did not mean for it to go like that. Yes, the Nanek. We do need that. Yay, burn it. Alright. Golden chest. Elder husks and drake scales. Space for that. And endless coral. Coral stretches deep into the chasm below. The growth looks wild and untamed. That's more about coral. Endless coral shaped growth focusing device. We're learning about the stuff around here. Idrisil. Eh, something up here. Insulated leather. Reminds me of the Insulidian Phasmid. Anyone played that game? It is a very good game. Anyway, Remanence Canal, and then okay. Of course, I'm talking about Disco Elysium. Yeah, I hear a chest. Okay. Immediately attacking, huh? Oh well, get burned. Golden nameless hosts Gamberson. Why am I grabbing? Get this out of here. Give me some con steel, man. I say that as if I'm gonna use the con steel. I'm not, but more valuable than whatever the hell that is. You were once great. Now you are reduced to nothing. Nameless hosts jackboots. Wait, oh great. Okay. Firebane leather, bro. Sorry, frostbane leather. Dense Acalia fur.
An Ark of the Wintertide. They use sheets of ice as armor. Just be aware they will reform it.
Yeah, of course. Spirit's whisper. To some, it is simply a moment of stillness. To me, a message. Way of the spirits. Quiet circle. Reverent natural place to connect with Vanland. He who endures divinity in the breeze. The beloved world greets me with wind's gentle caress. Spirit's whisper. Shattered bridge. Evidence of how hard the surge struck this place. Okay, we're not crossing the bridge yet. I'm just trying to get this entire area done first. Oh well, you caught fire. It's like your fault, not mine. Ramanos Canal. Break the ice shelves. There you go. Right a place. To ensure it's nice and hot for our further exploits. Bloody hell, bro. There you go. I don't know why the ice is recovering. It needs to go away now. Cavern has no more use for ice. Shall be a safe place. Here we go. Sorry to set fire to the walls, but it had to be done. Get the horrible ice out. Okay, dude. 5 out of 6, 3 out of 6, 2 out of 3. Don't know about the common enemies or nothing. Yeah, apparently I've also I have definitely explored this area too. Oh, well, yeah, duh, I arrived here. Okay. Let's farm up some more of the golden stuff. Okay, I think we have scouted the entirety of Ramenos cavern. Including this little... Okay. There is the area to the north. Enchanter's Way. Know it, even though they have not declared the name yet. Yeah, it's too unpredictable, unfortunately. This is so much more controllable. I find myself wondering why I would choose to do it. Alright, cook this thing up. Okay, one full blast of that. Go. Don't even know why I bother gathering this stuff. I'm not really gonna use it. Dissolution Chamber. Okay. Came from here, and then I see two ways before me. Then a big gate here. You know what? A husk fragment. Better than the Viridian wool. It becomes nice and red hot. All this for the golden medal. Silver medal, I'm afraid. And there you go. This giant beast of ice. Expansion Cavern 36. This is where the Searchborn hides are. They need to be destroyed.
Not only is Expansion Cavern 36 on the map.
I spoke to Khan.
First hide's up ahead.
Do we have any useful notes on the hives from the previous accident?
Don't bother trying to deal with them. Too scary.
I'm beginning to get an inkling of why they replaced him.
Alright. To get rid of those arboreal horrible creatures. Rampant growth, likely fed by tangles, so common in the Institute. We are learning more about... Oh, this is the location. Okay, I thought we were learning more about stuff, but no. But we are learning more about stuff, it's just... the depths. Alright, I go into the depths, I don't mind. Here we want the... Why are you on fire, bro? Oh, it's still standing on... Alright. Oh, you can see the magic being pulled into my... my mantle. Bloody hell. Ugh. Monstrous beast.
This area is referred to only as the depths. Looks like it was hit hard by the surge.
It is the depths. Here's this brute strength. Annotated primer, likely passed from novice to novice, the accompanying study materials. Well, that's nice. Yep, that's about coral. Nice, okay. Or we can use the depths to come out the other side too. Here, draw energy in. Oh, great, I'm standing on a damn. God, sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, why am I taking so much damage? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you're literally standing on a dangle. The entire claim to fame is that it does continuous damage. Bloody hell, bro. Okay.
Oh, that was brutal.
There you go.
I get the feeling the Eye would love to send you out among the Surgeborn with Brynn.
What do you think, Eric?
I'd go in a heartbeat, but I've got dozens of scouts to coordinate. Wouldn't wish that job on anyone else.
Bro, I hate these fuckers, man. I can't even pick up Emerald Lucen anymore. Get rid of that. There you go. What have we here? Come on over, bud. Alright. Oh, a little violent. A little dangerous, but Powerful ice mines are an easy way to deal with these things. Okay. Bloody hell, bro. Beautiful job. Okay. Boom. That's another nest cleared. Get out of there, man. Alright. Tangle touched Hive. The Searchborn relish in the excess of magic, unlike us. Searchborn. Collapsed on like I hear dad's voice in my head saying this can't all have to deliberate, but why? They love magic. Okay, this was the second one they had in here.
Nice work, Brynn.
Done.
Think that'll give the scouts some breathing room?
Absolutely. Can't automate them if thrilled. I'll meet you at Castigan's Hold so we can deliver the good news.
Okay. Calm down. Alright. Husk-Hive fragment, strangely dry and cool. Surgeborn. Archons, military applications, woven in fail-safes and protocols for Archon defense and other guys. Okay, so they were defense, requisition, rosters, and Archon's military applications. Because it only makes sense. I mean, you're making these giant creatures very powerful. Surely you're like in the in the pinch. Like you don't want them to do it, but okay. Set this bad boy on fire. Don't exactly know what this is for. Know for a fact though that it should not have ice all over it. Alright. Okay. And the ice should now retreat. There is no more ice magic. If it does not, that means I missed something. I think I have missed something. Failed experiment. At a guess too much magic for what was intended. Surge. Jonathan Busau. Are these like names of backers or something? I feel like that makes sense. Like random little cubes of butter type deal. Ouch. Okay. Well, I stopped all the ice. I melted it. Stop ice, but you know what I mean. That was the gate we saw right at the start. Led to this giant chamber. Detailed routing plans, intricate flow diagrams from the core of the tapestry out to every part of the veil. The veil, their inner veil sketches, routing plans. Okay, eat that. They don't care. Alright. Tough customers, Dim. But dealt with all the same. Good job. Unfortunately, I am not a weak surge-born. You may be a creature of ice, but you will die on fire. Thank you for the nether weave, though. So much to explore, man. There's so much to do. There you go. Get smashed. All of these hives that were there along the bottom are no more. Ouch.
The western circuit of musing. Easy to get lost in the Institute's intricate halls.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's freaking Entrium here. I don't even know what that really is, but like I want it. Okay, and then on the fifth. Okay. Come on, break, break. Where is the... It's on that arm. No, what? You jumped into his hand, you fool. What are you doing? You sorest idiot, man. What? What the hell? Just grab on and start climbing. Holy shit, how hard can it be? Okay. Finally. No arc was said to have strands, and yet no arc was hostile. The veil changed many things.
That frost strand will be useful.
This gauntlet strand. Alright. Well, back to my roots. Where did I come from? I came from here. Okay. Put such intense heat on here. They have no choice but to die. Now, when they die, they spread the cold, but then there's also fire burning there. It's the whole thing. What the hell was that? Alright. Dark water cistern, western circuit of musing, dissolution chamber. There's a lot. Condensing chamber is not gonna musing, dark water cistern. Aha. And secrets behind the waterfall? No. One of these days, man, there is going to be a secret behind the waterfall. I'm gonna be glad I checked. No!
Hold on.
I hate freaking falling off, man. What is even left? Search for fragments related to the Norian Order. The Norian Order. Once the Axel's Trust. I have done that. That will be done as well. Work with Dom to weave it in. Track down the Arc of the Forge to collect its strand. Honestly, I think it's good enough for this episode. The problem is it's taking too long to get stuff done, man. The Watcher's Wisp will show you the direction to your closest objective for Brynn's cracked quest. Alright, I'll save here. Like it's taking too long now. That's the problem. No more is it just short. I know it's a new area. New areas take longer, but still, see you in the next one.